everyone. Rob
You
from
find
Infinite
it
Combo
good.
here, bringing you
Hawthorne
my
should
first
be close
impressions
by.
on the Outer
What
Worlds.
in-law's name? Is that him?
So,
Oh, that idiot.
I
I
do
told him
love
to
Fallout.
plant the beacon
In
and
fact,
move
if you
away,
look
not
back
stand there
on
holding
the
it.
early portions of the
Oh
channel,
well,
I believe
no
I
sense
have
in letting his
some
ship go to waste.
Fallout gameplay that I was starting
Hawthorne
a
won't mind you taking
playthrough,
his
and
ship.
I never really
Better
finished
you
it,
than the board,
unfortunately.
Not sure I
But,
trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head.
When I saw that this game was
Shame
coming
about
out
the whole
by
squashing
Obsidian, and
thing.
it looked very much
Nasty way to
like
go.
Fallout, I decided I needed to try it out. So, I am playing this through Game Pass because I have that currently for a few months to play Gears 5, because I currently, due to financial issues, I do not have time, or I don't have the money to buy a full-priced game right now, so I'm trying to take advantage of Game Pass. There will be no spoilers for storyline or anything in this. This video is about the first 20-30 minutes of the game that I'm using as background footage after the character creation. I doubt this video will go that long, but that's what this is. So this is the first thing you see after character creation and after the opening cutscenes. So when they say Fallout in space, they are not joking. So this is made by Obsidian, which used to be Black Isle Studio, which was the original creators of Fallout, I believe. And they were actually the developer of Fallout New Vegas. So that was kind of one of the things that really got me excited, because Fallout New Vegas is my favorite of the Fallout games. I definitely played through that game pretty much. I don't know. I think I did every single playthrough to get all of the achievements for allying with all of the factions, and then I did all the DLC. I might even have all the achievements in New Vegas for everything. It's entirely possible. But it's definitely no joke. This game is just like Fallout. Obviously, it's kind of on, it's on modern hardware. There's a few things that are a little bit different. There are dialogue choices, and there are skills, and all of that. It's a little more condensed than Fallout. There's not quite as many options, and then everything's kind of grouped into groups of 2 and 3. So when you're increasing your skills in the beginning of the game, you're increasing multiple skills at a time. When you level up, you get 10 skill points, and you put them into a category, and it increases all those skills in that category until you hit 50. Once you hit 50, you have to put skill points into an individual skill to get from 50 to 100. This game does have a combat system, much like VATS, where you hit the right bumper. I'm playing this on Xbox again, so right bumper equivalent, and it will slow down time for a short amount of time. It is not like VATS where you auto-target things, so you still have to make the shots yourself, but it slows down time so much that it's easy to make these shots.
Oh, wow, that stings.
The other system the game has for healing.
Looks like the bleeding
you have
stopped.
This inhaler.
I owe
you
you
get
one.
different things to put in the
Hope
inhaler.
you don't mind me omitting this little exchange for my
left
report.
bumper to use that
Spacer's Choice
instead of-
doesn't
so it's
like
a
us
stim
accepting
pack in
outside help.
Fallout. Other than that, a lot of the stuff
Better,
is the same.
thanks to you.
You
I
find
might have
food.
bled out on my own.
Food does
or
different
worse,
things.
had to go
Alcohol
begging
does
the boss for
different
some
things.
Adrena time. We were out on patrol. I saw a
And
marauder
then
camp
kind
up
of
in the hills.
streamline the ammo
Thought I could
system,
take
which is
him.
nice. There's light ammo,
Then my
heavy
gun
ammo,
misfired.
and there's
Right
energy
through my
ammo.
side. I mean,
So
what
depending
are the
on the
odds of
weapons
that,
you're
right?
using, that
Just
fire
barely scraped
projectiles
by
or
with
guns,
my life. Crawled
they
in
use
here
those
and blocked off
ammo
the exit
types
with
instead
those
of
canisters.
having to carry around, say you have in Fallout, you don't have to carry around 357 ammo and
Gibbering,
9mm
flesh-eating,
ammo
law-breaking,
and
unemployed lunatics
556 ammo
with guns.
and
Some hull had grounded their
energy ammo
spacecraft
and all
out
of
in the
that.
open. That's a real good way to attract
makes
marauders.
everything a little
See those
nicer
canisters
on
by the entrance? Marauders
going
come
through your
sniffing around in
inventory.
here, and I can take them
Now,
all
there's
out with a
a
single
couple
shot.
different difficulties
Not bad, huh?
when you start the game up. There's story mode, which everything is apparently super easy. It's for people who don't really play action games and just want to enjoy the story.
Yeah,
There's
okay.
normal, which is what
You
I'm
look like you
playing
know your
on
way around a
for
gun.
my first playthrough.
Got some spare ammo.
which
not
is your
counting the
standard
bullet in my side.
difficulty. I
Here,
have died
you can
a
have my
few
saber
times
too,
already,
for patching me up and all.
from going into
All Spacer's
I'm
Choice
guessing
weapons
going
are
into
now
areas I
30%
shouldn't have
less
gone
likely to
into and
malfunction.
getting overwhelmed
You've tried the
by
best, now
groups of
try the
enemies.
rest. Spacer's Choice.
There's a hard difficulty,
now the
which
good
is
time.
a lot harder, and then there's one more difficulty that I forget what it's called.
The Hope?
But it's even
Is
more
that some sort of
difficult than that,
fancy new
and your
drug? Are you with
companions
Auntie
are half
Cleo or something?
permadeath on that
Don't take this
difficulty.
the wrong way or nothing, but
So much
I'm
like
not allowed
the
to
newer Fallout
fraternize with
games,
Cleo
you can get
workers.
companions.
Company
they
policy.
have their own personalities. They have their own
You
quest
hit your head or
lines that you can
something?
complete.
You're in Emerald Vale. We're
you
a
do get a
Spacer's
couple
Choice community.
Very early in the game. I
Edgewater's a
have two
little ways
companions
down.
so far.
Prettiest place in the
in
Vale.
my playthrough.
Be sure to stop by a Provisioners for a
And
can
they
of our
they're
famous
helpful.
salt tuna.
They give you stat increases. Your armor can give you stat increases or decreases in some cases. I actually went into an area that I had an option to hack a computer and shut off a bunch of robots. And due to the armor that I was wearing, I wasn't able to do so until I changed my armor because it lowered my engineering
What
skill.
just happened? Can you hear me?
So
What in the...
it is kind of cool. So, just like the other Fallout games, you have a certain amount of weight, and your stats will dictate what you can carry. So, higher strength means you can carry more. On top of your skills, every other level you'll get a perk, and the perks include like increased health and increased carry weight, increased walking speed. There's one for being able to fast travel while you're over encumbered, and they're set into tiers. So there's like 3 or 4 tiers of them, and as you unlock more skills, you can get into the next tier. So, again, dead serious when I say this is Fallout in space. This game has been very enjoyable. Here in the background, you can see this tactical time dilation was the slowing down. Please excuse my horrendous aim here while I was trying to figure out the controls. And I think I turned my sensitivities up too high. I ended up turning them down at some point because I was having issues with the gunplay in the game. Not without issues. The one thing that I found, and it's not even a bug, it was just annoying to me, is if you hold the X button on the Xbox controller, you will stow your weapon or draw your weapon. However, that is also the button you use to open doors. So it was annoying when I went into towns and I didn't want to have my weapon drawn, that every time I would go and open a door, I would draw my weapon and I'd have to put it away. Also, when you're sneaking in this game, there's not as much of an indication of whether you're being detected by somebody that's not hostile. So, of course, when you're in towns, if you pick something up, if you highlight an item, if the text is in red, that means it's owned by somebody else. If you take it, it's stealing. That can negatively affect your reputation with the town, with the people there, or cause people to attack you by doing so. So I was in a room, and I was sneaking, and I was behind a desk, and I went to grab something, and I was pretty sure that I was out of line of sight, and I got caught. I was able to persuade him to go away and leave me alone, and I didn't have any consequences for it, but I wish there was more feedback on the screen as to whether you are able to be seen by somebody when you're trying to steal. So, like, in Fallout, it would say detected on screen if somebody could see you while you're crouching. Would be very helpful for trying to pickpocket as well once you get to a certain level in stealth. So then, of course, as you can see on screen here, there is lockpicking. If you get your lockpick skill up enough, the lowest level locks you can always unlock for free. And you get these little like lockpick style items that you use to pick them. Same with hacking computers. You get, I think it's called bypass shunt. to bypass hacks on or locks on computers. Overall, this game has been super fun. I've really been enjoying myself. I'm about 8 or 9 hours into the game now, maybe 10. I've left the first planet, which the first planet I know has multiple areas on it, but there's a whole bunch of different places you can go. So it looks like there's going to be a real large amount of content here. And like the first area, I didn't even explore the whole map. I'm probably going to go back when I'm a little stronger, because when I kind of strayed away from the areas I was supposed to go, those are the times that I just got absolutely mauled by powerful enemies and I couldn't deal with them. So overall, this game is super fun. I would highly recommend it, especially if you already have Xbox Ultimate Game Pass. You can play this game right now for free as long as you're a Game Pass member. 100%. And to be fair, I love Fallout. If you love Fallout and these kind of RPGs like Bethesda does, then this would be worth the $60 to pick it up and play it. 100%. If you're iffy on these types of games, sometimes Microsoft will have deals to get Ultimate Game Pass for cheap for a month or two. Might be worth doing one of those deals just to try it out. 100%. And if you don't like this kind of games, it's not going to be for you. But maybe something I said convinced you otherwise. Maybe some of this gameplay in the background will. Anyways, I wanted to keep this a little short and sweet. It's going on a little longer than I wanted it to. But this game's super fun. I'm really enjoying it. I'm going to try to put a little bit of content out for this game, as well as what we've been doing with Gears 5. If I can find some interesting stuff to do with this while I have Game Pass. And thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, stay infinite.